This conference will now be recorded.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Approval of November 18th meeting minutes, which was, we approved the extension services agreement, and also we canvassed the 2024 general election.
Make a motion to approve the 2018, the November 18th, 2024 minutes. Second.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Okay, number 1. Consider the purchase of a new county road department one-ton pickup to replace Lloyd's existing 2019 350. The quotes are as follows. On the new Ford, it's $64,068, and the Chevy is $64,070. The road superintendent preferred to go with the Ford. It's a snow blade fitted, and it has a twin one-beam or I-beam suspension. If the purchase is approved, the money would come out of the road fund 21.
Make a motion to purchase a new vehicle, new pickup to replace Lloyd's for the road department.
I wonder if we should put in there.
So are you guys choosing which one, or does he get to choose because he's the department head?
Well, we thought we'd let him choose.
Okay.
Sorry.
I wasn't sure
We
since
need
you had
that
an
in
A
there,
and B.
that we'd go with the Ford.
Maybe,
But I have a question. What are we doing with the other one?
right, less the trade of his.
Oh, is it?
Well,
That's usually what we do.
Is that the
Right.
price
This is
less the
price.
trade?
but I mean, I should put that in your motion probably. Less the trade of the,
Is this 64 is not with the trade?
no.
Okay, so make a motion to approve the Ford quote less the trade-in of the 2019 F-350.
Correct. Motion to approve the Ford quote, less the trade-in value, which we don't know that yet until the new one comes in.
Do I have a second?
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 2, discussion of purchasing a new 2025 225G skid steer loader and Arctic snow pusher from RDO for $92,200. Ferguson's quote was $92,414.58. These are both through Sourcewell contract number 011723-JDC. If approved, it would come out of the General Capital Improvement Fund 4020.
I'll make a motion to purchase the 2025 325G skid steer loader
From
from RDO.
good, since that's who we have the invoice from.
I'll second that motion.
We didn't purchase it yet.
Yes, we have. Here's the invoice.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second. Oh, I made the motion.
Oh, yeah, seconded, yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, this skidster, is it gonna be used for the whole county or?
Mainly just around that for maintenance here.
Okay, so it's not like for a specific department, like road or,
No.
it's just,
General, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Courthouse
I,
usually.
that was just.
For
But they
snow
said-
removal of the ambulance and senior center.
But they said we're not going to trade in the one that we already have.
No, because when we ask them for a trade on it, they won't give us anything for it. So it's better to keep it. They'll give you, what was
And
the
these
trade?
guys said that it basically is the fares now. This is the one that we shared with the hospital.
Yeah, it's one that's shared with the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right, it's been out the fairground. I think they use it a little bit out there, don't they? Or I don't know.
Yeah, and Duke used it some at the cemetery, for a year or two, and they move it to the fairgrounds for the fair to move stuff around for that week, and it's available for,
But it's not in very good working condition.
Well, and we had it appraised to see if they'd trade it in, but he
Yeah.
said you'd get more putting it on public surplus or trying to sell it yourself than they would give you for trading on it.
right.
It's just not worth anything.
So I know that Myron and Bill were basically the only two people that ever drove it, because Myron didn't let anybody else to the hospital drive besides him, because he wanted it taken care of.
Well,
Will,
until John Whitney got a hold
yeah, will, whoever drives this new one have their certification in it, and will that be in their personnel file? Because that's something that we've had to do in the past for insurance purposes, that only people that have the training certification and knows how to run it, it's supposed to be in their personnel file.
It'd be good to have them get certified. I don't know where, unless you take it over and let Lloyd get you a certification.
I don't know if Lloyd's the one that certifies those
Unless-
guys over there.
it.
or
So
who
this
does.
is from RDO, maybe RDO does it.
Well, we could ask them. Yeah, sure.
That way, when I want to go out and use the skidster, I can't. You see what I mean? Because I'm not certified. When you guys want to go out, if you don't have something in your personnel file that says you don't drive it, only people that are certified to drive it per our insurance stuff.
Yeah, we can look into it. I don't
Yeah, we'll
know.
have to.
Yeah.
Come on in, Merle.
Murderer's Row.
Hi.
Hi.
You're on our video meeting, lucky person.
Thanks for joining us.
What's that?
Yeah, recording the
They
commissioners
record
and
their
meetings.
commissioner
Oh,
reports.
oh,
Number 3, consider waiving taxes on, excuse me, it's supposed to be Peggy Taylor's land
Oh,
that she donated to the county. It was very minimal. Do you guys want to do that, or want to make a motion to do it?
was
Yeah.
this,
What's that?
was this the land out by the cemetery?
Right, yeah.
That little triangle piece out there.
I'd make a motion that we waive the taxes since she's given it to us, to the county.
yeah, I'll second that. It's, like you say, it was minimal taxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Number 4, discussion of looking into a corner van as a 16 van is a 2005 with approximately 160,000 miles on it and is showing signs of transmission problems and has an antifreeze smell. So are we gonna, I guess the motion would be to go ahead and look into it and see what we could find.
Well, Dan come up and had this one here that he showed us. You know, but it's in Spokane that he wants. That's,
And, so I guess, do we have where it would come out of, the money?
The facility, I'm not sure where that one came out of. It was bought in 2015,
Oh, the one that
the one
had,
he has now, but the coroner's budget's in the general fund. And under facilities management, facilities admin, there's a equipment line item. I would suggest probably.
how much is it?
35,976 is the one that Dan's looking at. But there'll be some taxes and
Documentation.
documents.
So do we wanna take it out of like just equipment out of the general fund, is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
So are we gonna have more discussion, or are we gonna go ahead and approve this, or?
I'd make a motion that let Dan go ahead and get the Suburban that he needs to replace the existing 2005 with over 160,000 miles on, since they're having problems with it.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I would like to make a note that the existing one he has, that we see how much, just kind of fix it up a little bit enough to maybe use it for a courtesy car at the airport.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be good, yeah.
Because I know he's got the seats for it,
Right.
Yeah,
so we can put the seats back in. Gotta get rid of the dead person smell, maybe. We don't.
pilots won't notice that.
We'll put one of those new cars there. Things in it.
Right.
Number 5, consider approving emergency service agreement with the Sheriff's Department for a one-time setup fee of $1,500 and an annual fee of $2,000 thereafter. It's one of these that Tyler kind of explained it. Right now, you have the buttons you push.
Yeah,
he
met with
And
me.
he talked to you about it.
Yesterday.
What did you think of it?
Seems to think that that's necessary, the ability to have people contact the school.
Yeah. Well, and my understanding is that possibly Judge Bonilla was gonna try to get a grant for some of this security stuff.
Oh,
I know that it would allow for teachers to have it on their phones,
Right.
so they wouldn't have to actually.
yeah,
If somebody called in an emergency, they could do that without having to physically go do something.
the schools are, that's for the schools, right? And he's wanting to have it for the county and
Oh,
the county
This is for the
buildings.
county.
I just talked about the school.
Yeah.
The sheriff.
I mean, the school would be a good thing. The only thing like up here, if somebody brought a gun, it's like, how would you ever get to your phone to push a button? Or if you have these buttons, at least
Well,
you
it's
could
on
push
your
them and they don't know you push
Computer
them.
too, I guess.
If you
Yeah.
want
The thing with having your phone though, like per se in my
Let's
office,
say you're in the
the
back.
button is up in the front underneath that computer. It does
Right.
absolutely no good for
Yeah.
anybody besides
Well,
Tony.
you're never just.
Nobody just stands up there.
Well,
Yeah.
So the button is kind of
And see
worthless in
this-
our office.
automatically goes directly to the sheriff's office. Doesn't go to-
The questions and the phone ringing in.
But then the question would be, you probably want to get rid of one to get the other. Or
Oh,
else
I
you,
would think so.
yeah. Well, I'm just,
Yeah,
for
I
discussion.
would think you
That's what
wouldn't need the other one.
Right,
So this would be in replacement of the other.
Right.
yeah. The only other thing I know that it does is like security at the museum, but I mean, if we put cameras over there, we wouldn't need that either. And I don't know that they need security over there really.
Open
road.
door.
What's that?
Open door, if somebody
Yeah.
breaks in through the door, and
No.
they have trouble getting to the button and
Putting the
remember-
code in before it calls the
before it
sheriff's
calls
office.
anyway, and so the sheriff's over there all the time, only for them, of course,
Yeah.
but. So. And figure
But
that
they
out.
wanted cameras over there, which wouldn't be a big thing to put in over there. I don't know if they need them or not, it's another thing. But
Well, so do I have a motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion to
agreement?
consider, to approve that emergency service with the sheriff's department for the county buildings and employees.
the second,
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 6, discussion of moving the Justice of the Peace - City report to the sheriff's office. This was discussed in our little, safety, security committee we have. And, they thought, and there is room, and they've got it all figured out where to move it to over there. They just thought for security purposes, it would be better placed, and they wouldn't have to haul the prisoners over here. It don't matter to me, but that's Donna and, Judge Bonilla and Tyler thought that was the way to go.
We did that for
We did it before.
30
remember?
years.
Uh-huh.
And then we tried to do it again when Sherry was the judge, and she absolutely did not want to do that.
No, because she had to use the courtroom, remember?
Yeah.
But Donna is in favor of it, and the sheriff is.
Is there like a timeline of when they wanna move?
Well, it probably wouldn't be actual move till like March.
I mean, the only thing is like, we got some help now if they wanted to do it now. Cause there's no snow and, you know, wonder if
Well, yeah.
sooner wouldn't be better. I'm not,
Oh, I'm
Pushing
not
them, but-
opposed to
Help
that.
from who?
road department.
Oh,
Well, and just so, I mean, just so you guys know, we cleaned out that ambulance barn.
I
Somewhere
heard
has
about that.
healthcare. We packed out, I didn't know that room was that big. There's over 1,500 boxes in there.
yeah, I heard Mariah's Healthcare didn't help, and we called their stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
to
not
get it
sure.
out of there, cause it would have never got out of there if we didn't. I mean, it's crazy. I didn't know that room was that big. I thought it was just like a closet and it was huge.
Mhm.
But at least it's out of the building now, so. But that's the only thing of moving them. I mean, if, you know, not, they might have some help to move. I don't know. Unless the deputies want to help move.
Well, the city can help.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any comments one way or the other, Merle? Has been-
I think either way works just fine. If the sheriff and the JP and the district judge are in favor of it, they should give them deference myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It
how I
doesn't-
feel
It
like.
doesn't hurt, I mean, like I said, for 30 years, I went over there.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we, back in the old days, we even had the jury trials, the 6-person jury trials in the conference room. And that worked horribly.
Oh, oh,
But
Oh,
we can
wow.
still come up here and do the jury trials.
Jury, yeah.
And we can still do it over there. It just is, there's no jury room, there's no,
No,
you're sitting there and the
Right.
jury sits with the,
well,
Audience.
and I know when we had Camp Call, we still had the department over there.
Yeah.
And then they came here
Yeah.
to do
there's a jury trial.
the trial.
We've done that. No, I'd give them deference.
Do you need a motion or
I
anything to
do
move
need a
them? I'd make a motion that we move them to the sheriff's office. Back over as soon as they're willing to move.
I mean, I think that it's been admirable, the last JPs that would go over there, you know, every day
Right.
or every other day. So that's been, but this would really, because there's a door, I don't know if you know, in the sheriff's office, the lobby, there's a visiting room there.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a door right there into the back. And then the door to the JP was right there.
Right.
So you just stand and shuffle people in and out quite easily.
And
Or
that's
put
what
them in
their,
the cage if they were
Oh,
unruly.
that was their intention to do it like that. It
Oh.
is. And then the conference room, would be where Mary and Brenda would be like their office. And, because Sheriff Padilla said that,
Did you search and rescue?
they would prefer to use the conference room at Search and Rescue anyway to do their interviews and training.
Oh,
Well, they said it's better over there anyway, so.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. This is off the record, anything else for good of the order?
No,
Have a motion to adjourn the
I'll
meeting?
make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
No second.
All in favor?
So
Motion carried. Well, I was just saying, I think